Hello everyone, I'm Thomas, and today we are trying to solve the front-end development of the free code game of the React and Redux case of the case 9 extract local state into Redux, and we are almost done for the last final stage. And then we have to try to recall that already writing the Redux function and to connect to the React, and in the presentational component remove the message property in the local state. So we are trying to let's make it side by side, and then we are already on the tutorial page and we are on the index.js file. Let's try to make it spicy, and we already wrote the code from the case 8. You can watch the video of the case 8 that related to this video, and we are trying to get back to the current case. In the presentational component, first remove the messages property in the local state. So we are trying to remove the messages property from the React component. In the presentational component, we are removing this state the messages. We just try to delete this one, and then let's save it, and then it will be managed by the Redux. And next, modify the submit message method, and in this presentational component that already inside of it, in the submit message method, so it dispatches the submit new message. And then for the submit new message, okay, let's delete this, make it empty. Dispatches the submit new message. We are already connecting map dispatch to props function with the dispatch as the parameter, and then because we are already connecting it with the connect function for the container, and then we just need to use the map dispatch to props, and we are using map dispatch to props by using the submit new message property, and then this property contains the new message as the parameter of the anonymous function, and then this will invoke the dispatch function for the edge message with the parameter of the new message that already contained from the local state of the React component that is called the presentational component. And we are passing in the this.props, and then submit new message, and then for the submit new message, and pass in the current message input from local state as an argument from the input. And then we are using the this.state.input, when we are trying to divert the input as the argument as the parameter. And because we already removed the message from the local state, and then remove the message property from the call of this state as well. We already removed it before we write this code. We already cleaning it, and then finally modify the render method so that it maps over the message received from the props rather than state. Modify the render method map over the message received from props rather than state. So we are not using the this.state.message anymore, because we are not declaring state in here. We just putting an input property, and then we change it to the props messages, and then the app will continue to function the same. And then don't forget to make the this.state.input return back to the empty string after we enter the value, after we submitted the message to the Redux store by using the this.setState, and then with the function, and then returning, and then passing in the object argument of the input of the current state, input, property of input, and then setting it to the empty string. And then for render function of the return statement, change this state message into the this props messages. We're already changing it. We can use the Redux logger to see if it's working by using the apply middleware, destructuring the apply middleware property from the Redux component, and then we use the logger from the Redux dash logger. Okay, let's set it as the second parameter of the create store, apply middleware function, and then function, and then inside the function we are passing in the logger. We are not using the Redux tongue because this component, this store doesn't contain anything that resembles the asynchronous function feature. And then we save it. Let's try to see if it's work. cd create React app, and then cd my app, and then npm space start. Okay, let's see if it works. We type in a message, test, submit, and then the previous state with the empty array with the action of the type 8 with the message test, and then we already inputted the test inside into the Redux store, and then we're passing in the test 100. Looks like it's working with the test 100, and we try to input the HTML and then submit, and then next state looks like it's working. And let's test it out on the free code camp. Let's track the code, and then for the presentational component we are trying to write it manually because in the Visual Studio Code it's different, like a slightly different architecture from the free code camp courses. Okay, let's remove this messages array, and then we just leave it as is. And then for this messages we are removing it for the this state, and then we are not using any state as the parameter. We are removing it, and then using the this props submit new message, and then with the parameter of this state dot input we are defaulting it with the submit new message because we already connect the map dispatch to props with the same function as the property. And then for the last one we are returning this props messages instead of this dot state messages props. Okay, let's see if it's worked. Okay, that's about it. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.